What's going on here? DISCombobulated. We live, I think. We living? Is we on the air? Because I'm trying to say something real quick. Listen, it's been an eventful night. I just keep getting blown back. It was a lot of boots last night. Boom, boom, boom. I said, well, good googly muggly. Y'all seen any good clips lately? Not like the musicians. You know what I'm talking about? Y'all remember them? I think I'm gonna share that when I get off. It's time to hear some good music. You know what I'm talking about? Listen, where do I start? Y'all seen that post on Mr. Fig's community section? Well, good googly mugglies. Gotcha. You know what I'm talking about? All right, so we done kicked it off, y'all. Like they did them doors last night. You know what I'm talking about? Boom, boom, boom. I thought I saw a bunny cat. I did see a bunny cat. Yo, sometimes I'm the voice for the musicians. You know what I'm talking about? You know, that's why I say you're doing a good job flying straight and narrow. You feel me? That's how we want you to be, the archangels. Straight and narrow. You know what I'm talking about? Not no L7, but you know, straight. Walking straight, seeing straight. You know what I'm saying? All right, so let's see. I think I'm gonna start with Juve. Apparently, Juve got some juice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know about it. You know, till I seen that little clip. That's why I'm saying y'all need to be active on YT. Him and his beautiful wife. And when I say it, I mean it. Because she probably hear it all the time. You know. Well, welcome to the cat chat. Cat Daddy! Alright. So where do I start? When I seen Juvie eyes, I said, he on one. First off, wait, I was gonna talk about Juvie anyway, y'all. Because I woke up here and they love Juvie for some reason, right? But I know why. You know, they want to be him. You know what I'm talking about? I woke up hearing Shake It for a Ninja, Get Rich. It ain't even out yet, I don't think. You know what I'm saying? But when I say pay me, and they like, where that's at? Let me tell you, they changing your lyrics, bruh. So, Juvie on one, you know what I'm saying? That's nothing new for me, because, you know, that's how we do it, too, you know? He got the fam in the back, you know. He always looking inconspicuous. If you keep your sunglasses on when you got the camera that close to your face, some may not be able to tell that you looking behind you. You know what I'm saying? You always got to check your surroundings. You know what I'm talking about? You never know. He say, tweet. We need 10 people to tweet. I said, that's promo right there. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? Y'all watching. You know what I'm saying? So he do his little thing, you know. I'm thinking in my mind, don't forget no lyrics, but he already did it. You know what I'm talking about? I bet he a good improv. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna go to a different song. Y'all not gonna know. Y'all say the wrong lyrics anyway. Listen, the interesting part about what I seen was his wife. She said, this is a takeover. And I'm like, all right. She said, whoop, 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 sassafras. This the one that control the gram. You know what I'm talking about? Then I hear somebody say, lady boss. You feel me? I bet she didn't know at that time that she was locking that down. You know what I'm talking about? We don't want nobody to get the wrong idea about you. That. You feel me? He say, why you telling everybody that? He sound kind of black, right? You feel me? He said, how do you sound black? You say, make me sound like Juvie. That's how they do it. You know what I'm talking about? I said, he looked like he been to Humboldt County before. You know what I'm talking about? You know, he looked like one of those reggae at the river MOFOs. You know what I'm talking about? So I say, wow. How you get that position? It must be a circle or something. Y'all recommending a sign? I don't know about that. You know what I'm saying? It might be a slip up or something. A DM, a email, or, you know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, woo-wop. Yeah. Sassafras. Womp, womp, womp. I'm thinking to myself, did I know he Aries? Because I don't, you know, no one all can just say, he ain't as smooth as BG with it. You know what I'm talking about? You can tell when he upset. Virgos, you know what I'm saying? You could just be sitting there talking, then next thing you know, you got a 4-piece. You feel me? I'm just saying. With them Aries, you could, you know, you could sense it coming. Like a radar, you know what I'm talking about? You feel me? He did. Wop, 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 wop. Well, I'll be darned. That sounded like that hurt. Shake it for a ninja, get rich. Let's dissect that. I'm just saying. Because people want to know. You feel me? The streets is talking. You got one of them clubs out there? Is you getting rich or is she getting rich? You know what I'm saying? Is you sprinkling that thing? All right. Juvie presents Back That Thing Up. I feel like his wife did her big one with that one. You know, there could be some speculation. Is she doing that to see if any females is gonna say something? More than likely, yes, but you know, we don't care. I'm saying, look at Juvie with the kiddos. Juvie for president. You know what I'm talking about? Ching. Hold up that baby, Juvie. All right. Wow. All right, so Mika, stay out of Juvie DMs. She done told you that he the one that runs that gram. You know what I'm talking about? Let's talk about the smooth getaway. You know, it's somebody driving around right now, right at this very moment, with expired tags. And you don't know he in the pokey. Better park that thing up. When they got that paperwork, you can't do that. You know what I'm talking about? She say, I'm just gonna sign the title on blue, blah, blah, blah. You feel me? That is not legit. You feel what I'm talking about? You're gonna have some issues. I was thinking, right? You know, sometimes you move and someone else's registration renewal comes to your spot, your new spot, and you decide $235 ain't that much, so I'm just gonna get these things real quick. I said that wouldn't happen to me because mine's every bit of 600 some touch. Kid. They wouldn't pay for mine, go right ahead, you feel me? Because I ain't getting up out of nothing. Let me clear my throat like she did, you feel me? You ever just been talking to somebody and you smell balls? You like, is it your top lip, your bottom lip, or your nose hairs? Dude, close your mouth. I told you them angels, boy. Them nostrils is important. You feel me? Gotta smell them. Smell me? You feel me? The title. You know why I chose that title, right? Y'all know why? Boosie. I said Boosie, not Bootsy. You know what I'm saying? Boosie. Because I might call him Bootsy one day. You know what I'm talking about? You know, they hard of hearing. You feel me? Every bit of 32, 36, and 38. You feel me? The dirty 30s is right. You know what I'm saying? Dirty 30s. Pay me? Pay me? Some things beat you, you know, I'd be like, oh, you know, when my jaw dropped, that's something. Because I'd be like, wow, okay, you know, we alive. You feel me? All right, let's talk about Boosie. He over there looking like mambas, and juicy fruits and dots and all that. I said that fit nice. It suit him, right? What threw me off was Jamaica. All of a sudden you hear, "You look good. Woo, 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 woo." And he like, thank you. Hi, cheese. Yeah, cheese. And then somebody said, "You called me a BZ on the gram." You like, what? Where that go? DISCombobulated. That's how they do. Was it 2 or 3? She said, "That's not on my birth certificate. We know what's on your birth certificate." You feel me? And I'm thinking, right? I'm computing 100 minutes at an hour. And I say, does she work in the kitchen? Because she said, "Enjoy your food." I would have stopped eating right there. Yeah. Somebody say, "You want something to drink?" He said, "Water." I want some water. He don't want no. He don't want no COKE in a can. You know what I'm talking about? They might try to open it. You know what I'm talking about? I bet he was saying all kind of loogies. I said I would have moved that plate right there. Right there. But the energy exchange, though, that's what threw him off. I'm giving you the spiritual perspective of what I viewed. She said, "Can I get a hug?" I would have been like, "For what? Why?" This is why I can't be a celebrity. Bars. Because I'll switch right there. You got a problem with me, son? If I ever encounter anyone and they say, "Can I get a picture?" I'm going to be like, "No." I just love your work, because they said all the time, "I just love your work. Ooh, ooh, ooh." Don't touch me. Don't put your hand on me. You know what I'm saying? Don't even look in my eyes, because y'all be with that ukanasi, trying to hypnotize somebody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't finna catch me in the camera all googly eyed, looking like I fell in love in an instant. I seen you about 3 seconds, and all of a sudden, "Hi, I'm gonna call you tonight." You feel me? What? Don't look at me. They'll say, "Either got problems." No, you do. When he sat back down, his whole energy changed. And because these celebrities is constantly in the camera, individuals like myself can tell. So be mindful. Boosie, if you see this, I say get you some glasses. You know what I'm talking about? You probably look good with some, like some reddish, reddish, brownish kind of giants. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. I wear them all day and night, you feel me? He said 3 people. Then he said 2. You know what I'm talking about? Said he looked ugly on the app, but good in person. Cap. That's all cap. That's all cap. I'm your biggest fan. I don't know none of your music, though. That sounds like something I would say. You feel me? Listen. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Y'all need to stop. Juvie, you out here Hugging people. What I take from that is he got caught off guard, and that's how it happened. You there, minding your business in an establishment, you know. You feel like nobody finna photo B-O-M-B you, you know what I'm saying? And then all of a sudden, the whole universe in there. And you like, wait a minute. I'm on live. Maybe that's a good thing, just in case you say something. Like, you called me a beezy. What you say? You know what I'm saying? He didn't have time to respond to that because he had already hugged her east again now. You know? Was it 3? Was it 3 of them? Because, you know, that's how they be moving. You feel me? 3. Not the power of 3 because that belongs to us. But it'd be 3 of them all the time. That's how they move. Let's see what else. I didn't very much get past that trap flick exposed. And I said, I'm gonna forget something. No. Now y'all know. When I said, they be saying, make me sound like Fig. Y'all know it's real spill. You feel me? Y'all so oofy. They don't even realize when the real artist is speaking to you. You know how the Big G do? Because some of y'all get ferocious. He switched that ear right on off. Click. You just whoop, 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 whoop. And ain't nobody hearing that. But I did. I do think it's kind of, you know, entertaining because of the ones they choosing to do it to. Like out of all the people in the world, you go to the streets. You know what I'm saying? To the streets on them. They want me to talk about Boosie's statement about Kanye. I'm saying, because I don't know the context surrounding that statement. I don't know if he actually said it, first of all. And second of all, you don't know what came before he said it, if he did say it. I am a Kanye fan and a Boosie fan. But I know that people like to get ish started. Now, it was something to the effect of, he poor. And I'm like, well, you know, I can't say nothing about that. Boosie say, to him, I probably am. You know what I'm talking about? He wasn't no hater. Some of y'all feel like because he off the scene that he ain't making no money. And I told y'all, them be the ones. It's a group sitting here trying to figure out, is Kanye an elect one? Has she posted Kanye? Yes. And I posted 50 Cent. So you can cut that. There's nobody that I haven't posted that's been hot for decades. Now think about that. Why is she so interested in entertain? I'm entertaining right now. Elastikinia? Alicia? I'm entertaining. You got to clear your mind before you watch me. You know what I'm talking about? There she go. What I'm gonna eat? I think I want some shrimp in that voice. When I said shrimp was the roach of the sea, they said that's cap. Somebody posted a picture of a lobster, and I said, that's what y'all eating? See them tentacles and legs? That look like a big old swimming roach to me. And y'all want to talk about a pig. Do you know what's at the bottom of the sea? I don't. But you eating it. Can you just imagine, like, eating something that crawl at the bottom of the sea, but thinking you look important? I don't like seafood. You know what I'm saying? It's the smell. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can put all the butter, the salt all on it. You know. I said, y'all remember Hiroshima? That stuff don't go away. You ever just seen like pollution? Like I remember one time. Was it called a riverbank? My grandfather used to take me fishing at a riverbank. Back then it wasn't as bad as, you know, that was about, the last time I seen it, that was about 40 years ago. But as I aged, I would look in that direction, you know, because it's memories. And it's like green. Moss or something. We are not in the Caribbean. You know what I'm talking about? You ever seen somebody fishing and then they just whip it out and throw their cans in there? He never ate the fish that came from that riverbank. It was a sport for him. It was something to do. He probably did at one point, but something probably, you know, didn't taste right. He stopped eating it. Somebody want to talk about sturgeon. Why y'all want to talk about sturgeon? This one feels like he got some information that the fishermen don't know. Well, at least the ones that don't watch me. The sturgeon moon. So now you understand why the fish jump out the water. Because of the sturgeon moon. What else jumps out of the water? Somebody going fishing. I believe somebody going fishing. Sitting at the dock of the bay. You trying to get somebody's sweet spot? Honey spot? Honey sweet spot? He can't remember. I imagine the day is gonna go smoothly. People hear what they're supposed to hear, see what they're supposed to see. Now, before I get off camera, let's talk about the dude who trunk opens automatically, and not because he have a key. Before you start saying, I want this to happen to the celebrities, I want this to happen to Ether, they got the same car, blah, 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 blah. It already did. So you can about face. Because they slick with it. Let me tell y'all, for the angels, right? He allows certain things to happen for a reason. I don't like it. Because it makes them feel like they got power. They say he is granting us all of these wishes. They say things like, where is she eating at, per se? And then they'll see a vision of someone eating chicken. And then somebody else will say, Papas. They think they all sound the same. They think they're all in sync, but they're not, because we eradicated that. If you would have came in with the ones that they were programmed by was there, you would have said, this is the same person. But now that they are aware, when they say, for instance, make me sound like Lavish D. His voice is deep. Someone else say, I'm Lavish D. Then somebody else say, that's not him, that's me. In those voices, everybody hears their accurate voice and their longitude and latitude, as well as their name. So it'd be a whole bunch of people just sitting there saying, you know, I had a thought, right? I said, these spirits be telling. Now they understand that their spirit is disconnected from their being. They're trying to figure out how to make it work for them. You know, when you are escorted through the Hall of Two Truths, when you make it to the end, everything should be intact. Now let's see if we could, they got high hopes and small aspirations. You know what I'm talking about? Because I said, you know, if the big G say, I'm going to grant you something. These are ascended beings, okay? I'm going to grant you something. What do you want? And they say something like, I want to be able to listen to Ether. And he say, done. Because I'm already the person you're supposed to listen to. That's how he worked. Y'all feel me? It was already supposed to happen, so he makes them think that it's in their favor. The ones that feel like they are intelligent, after they've used everything, grants, wishes, blah, 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 they say, no, I'm not open, I want a 1 million. And then the Isikianas, the ETs, start playing with them, putting a 1 and an M in their mind. I said, anybody want to check? And he said, I want to check. And he got a check in his mind. Somebody else said, no, that's my wish. He my gimp. I'm the one that's supposed to get a check. And they got a check mark. You see how the game is played? Because apparently you're supposed to work for your keep. Not work on me. Because when I say it's reversed, I mean it. That's how I roll. It's just starting to get upset. Well, the thing is, I'm moving people. This is how it goes. It's always someone way over there that feels like it's not for them. Because they ain't said nothing in 2 hours. Every bit of 3 years they've been talking though. They can't see me, they can't see me, they can't see me. I don't want to be here, I don't want to be here. Rolling with the pigs. You know what I'm talking about? Let's dissect that. You know it's dual. You ever just see somebody say, the industry is horrible. It's not good. There's too much stuff going on. I am going to promote nonviolence. That's a great thing. And then they say, D-Shot, you do beats? You know what's real popular right now? AI. To the untrained eye, you would think that that was a person. And this is the reason why a certain genre is not permitted on this app. Because they'll be making D-Shot talk, say things that he ain't ever said. Y'all know what I'm talking about? And therein you have a problem. You see them on the advertisements and some commercials because they have an engineer that knows how to do it so good that you'll think it's a real person, as long as it's not a celebrity, because there's a clause for that. So for all of y'all that are working on that, you might want to scrap that idea. That is it.